bi is a divisor of 1 plus I. So let's get the values of a plus bi just by putting these elements. So the values will be a plus bi can be, first of all it can be 1, then minus 1, then I, minus I, then 1 plus I, 1 minus I, minus 1 plus I, minus 1 minus I. This total 8 values we can get for a plus bi. Okay. Now check. These 4 values are units of Zi, right? These are the units of Zi. And if you check these 4 values, they are associates with 1 plus I. If you take any one of the elements from these last 4 elements, another 3 becomes the associate of that element. If we are choosing the first element, suppose 1 plus I, then all of the 3 becomes associates of 1 plus I. That means they will give the same result. So the only distinct element or only distinct possible element is 1 plus I, because all the other elements are associates there. And if you consider the first 4 values, so these will be the units, so they obviously divide this particular element 1 plus I as their units. So this is the result. The only possible value which give the difference value is 1 plus I itself. That means actually 1 plus I has no proper divisors. All the divisors are improper divisors. And what are proper and improper divisors? Suppose we get one element p, okay, then plus minus 1 and plus minus p, this will always divides p, right? Because this is just by the natural procedure. P is always divisible by plus minus 1 and plus minus p, whatever p is. It can be prime, it can be composite, whatever. This is always divisible by these 4 elements. So these are called improper divisors, and except that the other divisors are called proper divisors. So we get from here that there are no improper divisors for this element 1 plus I. All the divisors are proper divisors. Improper divisors. There are no proper divisor for 1 plus I. Okay. So this is how we get the divisors of this element 1 plus I in Zi. Now moving to the next part, which is called GCD. The next theory part, which is called GCD. We will solve these divisors related problems in that chapter more. In GCD chapter there are also the concept of divisors. So I am only doing it only one example here, because after that we will do a lot more about the divisors in the GCD topic. So let's get the definition of GCD. Suppose D be an integral domain, A and B be two non-zero elements in D. Now an element D is said to be a GCD of A comma B. This is said to be a GCD of A comma B if number 1, D divides A and D divides B, and number 2, if C, B and elements belong to D such that C divides A comma C divides B, then this will imply C divides D. That means any other common divisors will divide that GCD, that is C divides D. So if an element D is satisfying these two conditions for two elements, two non-zero elements A comma B belongs to that domain such that D divides A and D divides B, that is D is a common divisor. And this is for the greatest common divisor, that is whenever we will get another common divisor, this will be obviously divides that GCD which is D. Okay, so C divides D. These are the two conditions to be satisfied for being a GCD. Now unlike the concept of classical algebra, there we used to say the GCD, right? Because GCD was unique there, considering the integers in classical algebra. But here we are saying that a GCD, because GCD not unique here. It can also be possible that there is more than one GCD, or there is even no GCD for two elements. This can also be possible in an integral domain. Okay, so this is why we are saying, as this is not unique, so we are saying a GCD. Okay, and we all know that prime to each other elements, two elements are said to be prime to each other if their GCD is a unit. If their GCD of the elements, suppose A and B, are an unit, not one. Okay, this is unit. That means any element which has a multiplicative inverse. So if GCD of AB equals unit, then it is said to be that they are prime to each other. Okay. So this is the definition of GCD. Now we are moving to solve some problems using GCD. So write down the first one. Find the GCD of the elements. First example, find a GCD of elements 1 plus 3i, 3 plus 4i. 1 plus 3i, 3 plus 4i in Zi. By 3 plus 4i in Zi. We need to find the GCD. So at first we are trying to get the some common divisors. What are the common divisors? Then we will find the greatest common divisor, our greatest common divisor. So let A plus Bi belongs to Zi is a common divisor of both 1 plus 3i, this element, and 3 plus 4i, this element. That means common divisor means this will divide both the elements. That is A plus Bi divides 1 plus 3i, and A plus Bi divides 3 plus 4i. Now we are again using a norm function n. That means n of A plus Bi will divide n of 1 plus 3i. Similarly, n of A plus Bi will divide n of 3 plus 4i. That means from here what we can write, n of A plus Bi will divide, this will be 1 square plus 3 square, that means 10. And similarly from here what we can say, n of A plus Bi will divide 3 square plus 4 square, which is equals 25. So n of Bi both divides 10 and 25. So what can be the values of n of A plus Bi? This is an integer, so it can take the value 5 or 1, this one. Now we are trying to find a greatest common divisor.